Oh, that's nice and hot. Mmm. That's like a hot cup of coffee on a, what, 20-degree day. Anyway, so several years ago, I left my driveway here to go to work with snow on the ground and got stuck twice getting out of my driveway, my very own driveway. The roads were not that bad. And there was not as much snow as there is right now. When I came back from work, it was grueling to try to get up over the hill, down and all that to get to my parking spot. I got a video I'll show you about that in a minute. So I got to thinking. It's either A, you get in an accident, roll off a hill, can't get to work, you're stuck, maybe even get hurt trying to get to work. Or B, not drive to work at all. That's not an alternative. So I picked D. Well, C, there's no C. I picked D, and that is to buy snow tires. And today those tires will get truly tested. Fixing to drive to work, leaving the minimum dribblage on the sink. My 240 volt 4,000 watt fan is gobbling up the electrons. To keep my garage basement warm, that's where all my water lines are located. And here I go. You'd probably be wondering, Earl, why are you going out to drive in this? Well, it gets even more ridiculous than you initially would ask. I had set up 3 weeks ago for this particular day, this particular morning, to accomplish a job at work that could only be done today. And it just so happened that it snowed 3 inches overnight. With 11 degrees outside, this is going to be a pretty interesting drive. On top of that, this was my day off, and I'm going in. I'm leaving the house at 3 a.m. to get there at 4 to do this special job. And as you're seeing here, maybe only a couple of car tracks. I'm glad that they picked the right line because it's a steep drop off on either side of this 2-lane road. And now I'm getting to the highway, which it shouldn't be so bad as far as the roadway goes, except it was treated, but there was so much snow that the treatment really had no effect on it. So I'm just taking it easy and checking out these tires. So far, they feel pretty good. I haven't slipped or even felt any loss of traction at all so far.
Right, and that's why you and I said, I don't know, it was a month back, and said, let's stop this if you want.
I'm about 4 miles down the road here, and well, I was pretty well doing the speed limit, 40 miles an hour, up until I got behind this feller. He's driving like a typical Tennessean. He's going to pull up here and almost stop. He's stopping so he can make his turn. So far, everything has gone really smoothly, and this is an uphill ramp. In my other tires, my all-season radials, I would have had an issue just getting up that hill. And here I am cruising right along. Now, 18-wheelers are a bit more comfortable with this. When I ordered these things from Tire Rack, they came pre-mounted on their own rims, and they were quite reasonably priced for that matter. But I got an email following my order from Tire Rack that wanted to know if I really wanted these. The email said, please confirm that you intend to order winter tires to be used in Tennessee. I cannot release your order until I speak with you regarding this concern. Please contact me directly by phone or email at your earliest convenience. I found that quite interesting because maybe I'm the only person in Tennessee to ever order snow tires. I don't know. Okay, so I'm arriving at work 18 miles from my house, and as you'll notice, I'm not real concerned about the cornering or the traction. I'm feeling very confident in what I'm doing with the vehicle. Of course, this is snow, it's not ice. I'm not experiencing any ice driving at this moment, and I probably would avoid that anyway. But so far, so good. All right, look out, world. I'm leaving work now, and I'm feeling proud as a peacock. The reason being, because I've got snow tires in the state of Tennessee. They are Bridgestone studless Blizzak tires or Blizzak tires or whatever. I moved a couple of miles up the road here. That poor fella right there almost parked in the middle of the highway, being Barley Parkway. I'm up on Interstate 65 now, as you can see. The truckers they're moving right along. We're doing about 45, 50 miles an hour, speed limit is 70. Well, again, here I am on my own road, turning in my driveway, and I want to tell you, it's like the snow is not even there. Honestly, the only challenges I've had along the way under whiteout conditions like this is to find markers on each side of the road in order to not run off the road. That's probably the biggest thing. I would say probably if it felt squirrely in any way, it'd be almost like guiding a boat across the lake. You'd have a little wishy-washiness here and there. Other than that, the car goes straight and true. Well, I had mentioned earlier about the video from 2 years ago when I almost got stuck getting home in my driveway, and here it is right now. The intensity of it is probably not obvious, but it was there. I was wondering if I was going to be able to pull all the way up where I needed to park. Now, granted, there was some sleet up underneath that snow, so that could have contributed to all this, but either way, in hindsight, I would have felt more comfortable if I'd had snow tires. But in this case, every dip and rut in my poorly maintained gravel driveway became a big challenge.
Come on. Up that hill. Okay. Come on. Turn. Come on. Oh boy. Squirrely. Hey, did I mention I live in the state of Tennessee and I have snow tires on my car? Right over there.
Well, in the early day, I took a nap, woke up to 2 more inches of snow, so I felt obliged to go out there and measure it. It's a nice day out here at 13 degrees. Neighbors' kids are out there enjoying it, so I thought, well, why don't I?
I have snow tires on my car.
Can't unsee that, can you? Well, it's a new day. I'm off work for a week. Water's still running. Garage door's still closed. Heater's still on. And it's kind of toasty down there in the basement. Let's go outside and see what's going on. Well, with the sun shining and at nearly 0 degrees outside, I'm going to talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart. As I'd mentioned earlier, since I live in the southern state, my snow tires are studless. For that matter, studded tires are illegal in some states outside of their season. For instance, in Tennessee, they're only permitted between October 1st and April 15th. Texas has no such limit, though, since they only allow rubber studs. I chose my Bridgestone Blizzak WS90 tires because they were the most highly rated winter tires on the market 2-3 years ago. They have a soft rubber compound that remains flexible. As temperatures drop, to better conform to the road for more controlled handling. Well, the truck's not liking this cold weather. They also have unique tread pattern with wider grooves to enhance traction on snow and ice by providing channels to drain water and expel snow. In comparison, all-season tires, which most folks have, aren't built to perform in snow, ice, or temperatures below 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Their compounds are crafted to provide durability and high performance in warmth and rain, but when temperatures drop, they harden and lose much of their grip. Now, driving on snow tires when you don't need them can make the tread wear down and ultimately ruin the tire. I can tell that with mine, since whenever I happen upon dry pavement, I can not only hear them chewing on the road surface, I can feel it too, since steering is more labored. Now that I think about it, that's probably not good on the car's steering linkages either. So, why is having snow tires a good fit for me? Well, firstly, I live in very hilly territory on a curvy back road that receives little, if any, attention following an ice or snow event. Just traveling the first mile from my house for a trip to anywhere becomes a tremendous source of anxiety at the very least, and is dangerous at worst. Secondly, I have two vehicles, my newish and not yet paid off pickup truck and my 13-year-old Elantra. Tires are not only cheaper to buy for the Elantra, I also consider it my sacrificial vehicle. In other words, it's my beater car, meaning it's, to me, expendable. So, I'm not overly concerned if it does get dinged up from a foray with a ditch. However, for the time that I have my snow tires installed, my Elantra remains parked at the house and is only used for driving in adverse winter conditions. Otherwise, I drive my main vehicle, my 2020 Ram 1500 pickup truck with a 5.7 liter V8. I'm good with that. Having a slight case of cabin fever and feeling so giddy about being able to drive around without getting stuck that I went for a drive to work even though I'm off for the week. Wanted to see how things are going there, and I had a few things to pick up before the weather turned bad tomorrow, the next day. I'm thankful that whoever's been driving down this road knew where the yellow center line was. It kind of got exposed so the rest of us can find our way. The one thing I didn't factor in, however, was how crappy drivers are in this weather. Even when there's snow on the ground, and not even on the road here in a minute, just because there's snow on a beautiful sunny day, they drive like the world's coming to an end. Are you for real? Why are we doing 25 miles an hour in a 40 mile per hour zone on treated dry pavement? They think the snow is going to jump out in front of them? Obviously, I was feeling a little bit more confident than they were. Great. Public service announcement here: do not use Valvoline or any other oil change places for washer fluid. It will freeze. Go buy your own stuff. Good grief, man. Why are you hitting the brakes? No, that doesn't count as road rage. I just feel some drivers deserve some really good expletives. Sorry if I stressed you out. Drivers like those, I'm thinking a sticker in my windshield would tell them they're in my way. Oh wait, they can't read that in the rearview mirror. There, that's better. I didn't do much the next day since there was yet more frozen precipitation. I did get out briefly again though. I needed to go get me a Hardee's Nashville hot chicken breakfast sandwich. During that venture, I realized that we should all give thanks to those who rise to the challenges this weather presents so that we are comfortable in our homes or can rescue us when we are in peril on the roads. So with such weather conditions as this has been, please be sure to thank the tow truck drivers, Department of Transportation drivers for treating the roads, firefighters and other EMS personnel, your utility and linesmen who make repairs to keep your home supplied with water and power, and of course the plumbers and the HVAC technicians. Oh, and I think I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the tire manufacturers. No, hey,
Did I happen to mention I live in this great state of Tennessee and I have snow tires on my car? Oh, and a snow shovel.
Well, I never really covered anything about ice because I didn't think I'd be getting out into it, but here I go. I'm gonna go check my mail. I have no other reason to leave except to do that. We had some weather where it brought in a little warmer temperatures, some thawing going on, but refreezing, and then also a little bit of freezing rain. So with temperatures approaching 0 degrees again, I could have walked, but instead I drove my car to check out the traction on the ice. That's pretty crunchy right there. Almost busted my butt walking to that mailbox. Public service announcement number 2. When you go out to check your mail when it's 0 degrees outside, be sure that you're wearing jeans, a nice warm coat, but no house shoes like I am. They're very slippery. Wearing a belt would help too. Well, after 5 days in the making, I must apologize here, since this video must come to an end. I've taken too many risks of my own life and others while going exploring this week's Tennessee frozen tundra. It's all for the better though, so I shall strap myself into my recliner for the next few days to watch others' videos. If you made it this far, you're probably saying, I can't believe I watched this whole thing, which you might even put in the comments if you did. Oh, as an oh by the way, be sure to look out for your pets, resident horses, cows, pigs, emus, and rats. This is a tough time for them too. Also be sure to feed the feathered flying varmints flailing about in the trees in your yard since snow is covering their normal feeding grounds.
Hey birds. You know I have snow tires on my car here in the state of Tennessee.